Operational philosophy. So, just how can a fire chief influence search in their organization? The first thing that needs to happen is the leader of the organization needs to do some serious soul searching. The organization looks to leadership for direction. This direction comes in many forms. For the purpose of this topic, we will focus on the mission, operating guidelines, standard operating procedures, and operational philosophy that clearly outlines the commitment to risk acceptance and risk avoidance. The operational philosophy of any organization or firefighter within the organization, as defined for this subject as a theory or attitude held by a person or organization that acts as a guiding principle for action. When we talk about searching a fire building, we have to reference philosophy. Why? Simply because there is not sufficient data to support the mindset that conducting a primary search is too dangerous. We are just now getting reliable data that highlights fire victim location and survivability in relation time. The operational philosophy, which often becomes policy, provides formal or informal insight on the priority of the search. The following are the things that decision-makers need to consider when applying the mission and writing policy on guidelines that govern search. The failure of the leadership team to clarify the following places members in a position of higher risk and creates an environment of inconsistency and possible negligence. Search considerations. Commitment training and the commitment to mental, physical, mechanical, and procedural preparedness is essential for search success and survivability. Leadership must support quality training versus quantity training for the sole purpose of checking off the monthly training to-do list. Fire victims should never have to pay the price for lack of preparedness or a default pessimistic mindset towards fire victim survivability. Is search dangerous? Absolutely. Training and a commitment to preparedness with experienced supervision is the best thing we can do to make the search assignment less dangerous priority, the priority of the search. Is the mission mindset to get the primary search done ASAP? Or is establishing a water supply and knocking down the fire the first priority? We now have reliable data that gives us an idea of the amount of water needed for many single-family fires where fire victims are found, and the chances of fire victim survival in proximity to the fire rooms and heat and smoke. Identity who will do the search. I believe everyone should be able to perform a rapid and effective search. However, I also believe in pre-arrival assignments and the separation of engine company work and truck company work. Rehearsal, in training or on actual events, increases the chances of success. Advantage to give fire victims the best chance of survival and recovery, and to place firefighters in the best position for search success and survival. Allow for search specialists. Crews that have the primary responsibility for search can develop a search mindset. This allows them to be the most recently rehearsed at all things search. Having designated search crews give firefighters a mental advantage. They can prepare for search success at the beginning of each tour, and they can go through a mental pre-arrival checklist while en route. Firefighters are deprived of mental preparation when they have no idea of what they will be doing until they're staring at the problem. We can do better, not easier, but better. Risk mitigation. Will the primary search be allowed to be performed without a hand line? There is no question that searching with a charge hose line in hand slows the search and splits the attention and situational awareness of the search crew. There is also no question that searching independently of a line may have a negative impact on firefighter safety. I personally believe that with a quality training program and people assigned to do the search that I can justify the search crew working independently of the fire attack crew. I mandate that a charged line be in place and in the area of the search, but not with the search crew. This is a trust and training issue. Closing thoughts, of course. There are many more considerations from an operational perspective. The question is, as the chief of department, are we setting our people up for search success or failure? Just doing a search is not indicative of search success. Our unjustifiable fears and personal biases creating a culture that does not value an aggressive primary search. Should the unprotected fire victim suffer the consequences of an unrepaired system that places little value on fire victim survival and recovery? We, the chief, set the tone and give the red, yellow, or green light to many operational tasks and tactics directly or indirectly based on our past experiences and our personal stance on risk acceptance and risk avoidance. What message is your philosophy sending to your members. Do you support it?